Hey guys, welcome to the stream. Hope you guys are well. Yes, this is another adventure into our Hungary rebuild. And of course, during these kind of streams, I'm always trying to do something different. Recently, we've been doing all kinds of low defensive lines. In fact, the season when we had our most success was actually playing a low defensive line. And that's in the first season. We created a 4-2-4 low defensive line system. We also have gone on to create other low defensive line systems. The 4-2-4, the 4-4-2, now the 4-1-3-2. We've been using that as well. And I have started a short little series on YouTube as well, where I will update what's happening on the Hungary save there too. So that if you guys want to check in, you want to see what's happening, that's going to be a fantastic place to head into to get a quick update on the save itself, right? So I plan to do it in such a way for that, the YouTube one. Every time I do a new tactic, it goes there. So the tactic that I did the last show was the 4-1-3-2, right? We played the 4-1-3-2 really early, so I revisited the tactic. We went away to Villarreal. My goal was simple. It's a low defensive line system. We want to score on the break. And it's a pity that I hadn't thought of this earlier. But I thought, yeah, why not? A slightly different spin on things. So I want to welcome people to the show. Pintarico. Hello, how are you doing? Coming in from YouTube. Yes, my physical appearance will change for the next couple of weeks. Yes, there will be something growing on my face. Yes, I plan to have something growing on my face because it's needed for something I have to do in 2 weeks or more. So during that phase, I probably won't be streaming for a few days as well. But yeah, things I need to do, things I need to get done. That's really important. So I will be looking slightly different. Okay, so welcome to the stream, guys. Welcome everybody. Hope you're having a great day. Yeah, we don't want this to become one of those, like, you know, deep-seated, go into the tactic, explain. It's not lecture theater. I'm not a teacher, huh? So please, I want to have an easier life. Easier life. Pintorico, you're at work, but you like watching the stream. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. You have no idea how I feel when people tell me I'm at work and I'm watching you instead of doing my work. I'm like, wow. That's so cool, man. Thank you very much. Okay, so the plan is quite simple, right? We're going to be playing a 4-3-3. Hey, Danny, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Hi, hello, how are you doing over in YouTube land? Thank you for coming in, guys. Yes, we have a 4-3-3 today. Okay, so the thing about this is I'm playing a low defensive line system, right? So what's a low defensive line? Now, the thing is, it's interesting when I started doing this series, a lot of people were surprised when I said, you know, this low defensive line, it is an in possession and out of possession instruction. Most of the time when you go into the game, if you go into the game and you go to the tactical creator, you'll see it here. Out of possession instructions are the defensive line, right? So you think this happens when you don't have the ball. It's not true. It's not true because the thing is, the tactical creator was made a long time ago, right? And some of these instructions, they tend to affect you during the defensive transition. Some of them affect you in the attacking transition. So it's important to understand that we got to be very careful, right? So as I have clarified this, you can find that clarification in the manual. Yeah, the manual, of course, you just go up to here, FM, click manual, and you find the manual with the, you know, with the description of the defensive line. I've got a video coming out. I'm going to talk about the manual and how we can improve it for FM26. Yeah, but that's another video that's coming out soon, probably tomorrow, because I already laid the video down. I just have to edit it tonight if I can, if the children will allow me to. And for that, I do apologize for my children. They take a bit of they're at the age where they demand more time, and so it affects my streams, even my timing for my streams, because it's more like a case of I can stream now. November is going to be worse. Yeah, but we'll try and get as many shows out as possible. I want to thank everybody for the continued support of the channel, watching my videos, popping in to say hi. You have no clue what that means to me. And I truly, truly appreciate it. I do. Okay, so coming to the tactic. Now let's talk about this tactic. Okay, so I've made this 4-3-3. We played Villarreal. The game has already been played. Got a 0-0 draw. Fantastic 0-0 draw. I played a 4-1-3-2. We are the same 4-1-3-2 we used earlier in the season, where we got some pretty good results against Copenhagen, Saska Sofia. Then we also then stopped using it. We went to Gone. We started playing a 4-2-3-1. Then we against Rangers we played a 4-4-2, 5-2-2-1. It got a 2-all draw away from home. Impressive result for us against Rangers. This was a fantastic game where we again employed the whole strategy of a low defensive line, and we got the result that we needed against Rangers. And then against Kiev, we decided, well, we're gonna try something different, a 3-4-3. You know, I mean, this became something on the stream because you guys asked me to create something like this, and I went, okay, let's do it. Yeah, we got thumped because they had a narrow system versus this. It destroyed us. It's really easy, Football Manager. If the middle has got 4 players and you have 2, you need to get another player in there. So as far as we're concerned, we have 3. So you can drop this guy off, and then you just have 2 strikers, and you probably get a diamond. But then it's not as straightforward as that. But we have to try and get the extra player there. We need some FM26 news. Don't we all need some FM26 news? Probably think that more news will come to what was this? February, March, April, May, June, cannot. July, August, September. Yeah, most likely it will come out in the 3rd quarter because this is the 3rd quarter. So we're in July. So it should be coming out in this quarter. Some news on FM26. I know SI have been really quiet, but that's probably down to the fact that their last PR blurb was basically a disaster. So I think they've done a reset of sorts so that they have a really good, clear path ahead where they know that they can get something out without, slipping up. So yeah, because I've been there, I think it was CM04. Which was a disaster. I mean, I remember one additional championship manager that was like the final delivery was still bug ridden. So I don't think SI want to revisit that because those days there wasn't any social media to worry about, but this time there is, and they know the backlash can be quite bad. So I think they want to get it right. So I'll give you. I still think that we'll wait. I can afford to wait. All of us can. I think, I don't know about you, but at least me. Okay, so we got this low defensive line. Now, why would I want to play counter press? Counter press generally, honestly, is for possession purposes, right? If you regroup, yes, it's very defensive. But the point is, in this tactic, regroup can actually help because these guys are the ones I'm worried about for the regroup. So depending on who I play against, the next game I'll probably go regroup counter, so it becomes a proper mid block. So this is going to be a mid block. We've got the settings to more often. You probably can drop it all the way down here. We're playing an aggressive zone here. We're also going to play the traps, meaning we want them to come down the flanks and drop crosses. Hey, Intanim, how are you, man? Welcome to the stream. And then we're doing as a trap outside because I want to encourage crosses, not cutbacks, going down to the bind. So I've got a focus play down the right, Mazala with the winger, with an IFB. So basically, I want these 2 guys to interact so that this guy becomes a goal scorer. Now, Pierini is decent. Not fantastic, but decent. So we're hoping that he gets on behind the defenders again to goal scoring position. Politic can create chances. He's also quite good at getting into the area. Both ways, I can play both players. Pierini, I know he can play both left and right. He's got a pretty strong right foot. Now, if I were to play him here, we could try something like this. Pierini now on a right foot, he's got a weaker left foot. So the chances of him creating chances not that fantastic. But as a winger, he might be able to deliver across a pass. We'll try this out first and see how this goes. Wow, fantastic. I'm making last minute changes to my personnel. Always a bad sign. Okay, then we got Romy. He's not 100%. And we got the match against Nice. And looking at the competition, how does this Europa League look? So we've got a couple of teams that made it to the playoffs. We are pretty much okay. I mean, 11. We definitely want to qualify. Nice is also at 8. So they need a result more than we do. There are a few. There at least there's only one more game left. Dunajska Streda last season was the reason why we couldn't go through to the Champions League. Okay, they knocked us out. So all right. Yeah, I can't remember. Was it Champions or Europa League? Probably one of the two. Girona Cordoba. This is our best defender, and everybody is knocking on the door trying to sign him. We've got him for at least 2 seasons, and I doubt he wants to carry on because he wants to start more games. The problem is he wants to start more games, but he's not available for most games because he's never like 100%. So hopefully he doesn't have issues. We got Musi as well. Musi, I like him too. I mean, we could use Musi in this tactic more than the other guy. Okay, we'll take Musi, or we'll use Musi because Musi has a left and a right foot, which will come in handy on the flanks. Then looking at the other players, yeah, that's about it, man. Let's go. Let's find out how this tactic is gonna do. Joe Mako Gaming, I'm doing well. So we're gonna use this low defensive for 3-3. So guys, close down more, tackle harder, mark tighter. These are the PIs I'm using. CM has got no PS, Mez has got no PS, DLP has got no PS, IFB has no PS. This is a very crazy tactic because literally I'm defending lopsided. Okay, I'm very lopsided in this tactic. This is crazy. Yeah, my head is telling me don't do this, but my brain says no guts, no glory. I don't know what's wrong with me. Nowadays I don't listen to logic anymore. I go with gut feeling. Okay, got Gladbach playing Barcelona, Chelsea playing Rapid Vienna, Champions League. One of these days we'll get there, One of these days we'll get there. So they have an AP inside for it, but this is pretty narrow. Wingback coming this way, inverted wing. But this is a very interesting situation we find ourselves in. This flank is the flank we are going in. Our CM attack is coming this way. Our winger support is going to be here. Our fullback is coming this way. So we are actually doing a fair amount of attacking on this side of the pitch, and they are doing it on this side with an inverted winger. So let's hope that so this side we got endeavour playing. So endeavour is decent. Okay, he's decent. Then got Serafimo, Cordoba, and Civic. Lonka playing right at the back. Now, question is, do I want to go with Martin Kern instead? He's a youngster. He's developing okay. Over time, he's not done too badly. We got him training as a ball-winning midfielder. His progress has been decent. We can't expect too much from these players. The personalities are fantastic. They're the best we can get out of youth academy. Okay, let's go. Our first choice keeper is out. Okay, he's out. So we've got Mr. Dodgy in goal today. We can't blame anything bad on him. Okay, so Nice versus us. How do you pronounce this club's name? I don't know. Frenacravos. So we're going to watch this on the extended highlights. So watch it on comprehensive. Let's see how this tactic plays out. We're going to play it on positive. So that's them attacking us, which is not surprising. When I'm playing these mid-low defensive lines, I end up defending quite a lot. So the idea here is we don't want to see our players get pulled out of position too often. So Aneba back to Serafimov, Lonka out to Frydek, nice pass to Politic. You can see the runs that are happening on the left side where the Volante is operating. What a start! That was a good shot at target. Actually, I was really hoping we get a goal from that. We're not gonna get too many of these because this is a low block, low defensive line, mid block. We're doing a trap because we want to exclusively get this 4-2-T1 to deliver crosses. And I'm hoping that we can deliver. Told you my keeper is horrible. Oh, man. Their first shot and it becomes a goal. Yeah. Kufal. I mean, let's be realistic. These teams should beat us. There's no reason why they can't beat us. But we had a good opportunity to take the lead earlier, but we failed. Politic does well, checks back Frydek, and Politic working really well. The ball goes into the area again. Nothing on. We have had one decent chance and one crossing opportunity. Diop, a second goal. Yeah, we're a long way from being a top team. Okay, 2 goals conceded. down this flank. Yeah. They cut in. Diop. They didn't do a. They did cut inside and came in. Yeah. I would have saved that. That keeper was terrible. Wow, this keeper is quite shambolically bad. I mean, it's not like we're not. All things considered, this is our third match. We played this tactic in 2 preseason games only. Okay. Oh damn it! They can't play the pass. Oh, this is terrible, man. Kufa to Rosario. Good defending again. We're now going to go to key highlights because I can't handle the pain anymore. So we got... Civic hasn't been able to go up very much, right? So what we'll do is... how do I do this? Okay, I'm going to make a slight change. But Civic is not really doing much going up. So we're going to go inverted fullback. And this guy is going to become wing on attack. So then what we'll do is we'll play this guy as a ball winning midfield on support. Just change it slightly so the dynamic is more like we're trying to win the ball in midfield now, making it a bit harder for this combination. So we're depending a lot on just getting the ball forward. We're going to go to cautious as a mentality. Just don't concede a third. I've come back from 2 goals down. That's what we did against, I think, against... Oh, I mean, this keeper... There's only so much you can do in the game of Football Manager, all right? There's only so much you can do. You have to work really hard, and then sometimes you get guys like this. I mean, his positioning, his work rate, work rate shouldn't count for anything. But 30 for air reach. His one-on-ones are 13. His reflexes are 16. I mean, on paper, it may be half decent, but he's the second best that we had. Our number 1 goalkeeper is injured. And I just hope we don't get clobbered big time. This is not a good result for us. This means that we go into our final game as Dunajska Streda needing to win that game again. Dunajska Streda is the second time in a row that we have had to face them in a must-win game. Do you think Rashford will play the majority of Barca games? I think he will. I'm not surprised that they made a bid for Rashford because I've always thought Rashford is a good player. He just has an attitude problem, and maybe if he goes to a club with lots of attitudes, he might do okay. Because his attitude isn't going to be as big as their attitudes. Yeah. So I'm thinking that he'll be fine. He'll be fine there. And he'll get plenty of chances to play over there. And Barcelona in the market for... I mean, Rashford is a good player. Yeah. The question is Gyökeres actually going to go to Arsenal? That's what I'm wondering right now. Politic has one back. I have no idea if Gyökeres is going to be going to... I guess rumor has it that... No, that's what I meant. I know you say he's too old to change. He's too old to change his attitude, so he needs other players around him with bigger attitudes. That's my take on Mr... What's his name? The boy wonder. He has he has so much potential when he was young. I think. But I'm still wondering about Gyökeres. Is he going to be is he going to end up at Arsenal? Is that possible? I mean, I don't know, man. Like, Gyökeres is a good player. He's played well in he did play well in Spain, right? But the former Coventry City player, does he have the quality to play in the Premier League? Which is kind of funny because you think that you think a player of his caliber, or if you think that he's going to be such a great godsend, there will be more and more clubs that might be expressing an interest in him. The other thing is, I think as well, if you look at it, Liverpool raided a certain team in the Bundesliga, right? Now that certain team called Bayer Leverkusen, apparently now, They've had some offers for Granit Xhaka. But Granit Xhaka now, who's the manager over at hey Ruparo, how you been? Welcome. Thanks for the follow. I think this Granit Xhaka, let me see here. Who's the manager? Eric Ten Hag. ETH is not the manager of oh my god, we are getting I'm not surprised that we're losing heavily. Yeah, we are losing heavily. We against Nice, I fully expected us to lose this game. Yeah, but we can't replay this game, can we? What has been interesting to see whether our 3-4-2-1, which our 3-4-2-1 has been good, our 4-1-3-2 block, low block has been good. The best performing one has been the 4-1-3-2. This tactic has got potential. It's got potential. You don't think Gyökeres will do well? I suspect the same thing, no? I really think that Gyökeres, when he goes to Arsenal, he's going to be a flop. I have a strange feeling it's going to be a flop. Because if you look at the players that did really well in Portugal, right, and then moved on, I don't know. I just have a strange feeling. Maybe I'm not being a cur, wishing the worst to Arsenal, but I have that feeling. Gyökeres is not going to bring this A game there. I don't think he's going to light up the league. Definitely he's got goals in him. Right? There's a big difference between the Portuguese league and the Premier League in terms of quality. Because there's a clear difference between the top 6 sides there and the rest of the league. But whereas in England, it's not the same thing. And I think Liverpool did the right thing. Yeah. No, I'm happy that Liverpool didn't go for Gyökeres. I wasn't really thrilled about signing Gyökeres. No, I wasn't. I was like, please stay away from Victor Gyökeres. Because first, okay, let's look at the first reason why we don't want him. He is not a player that can be molded anymore. He is the player that he is now. And that is it. Okay, Victor, what we can say about Victor Gyökeres, he's reached his full potential. Okay? There's nothing else that we can do with him. Now, Liverpool are in the running for Hugo Ekitike, right? Now, Ekitike definitely has room to grow. So, if Liverpool want to go around throwing 200 million, 300 million, 400 million on players, hey, might as well go and get somebody that you can work with. And I think that's it. And Liverpool, I don't think are going to pump in that much money for another Portuguese player. With their last experiment with the player that played in Portugal was a certain Nunes. So I don't think they're going to go there. I think it would be a big mistake for Liverpool if they went there. Like Marcus, I agree with you. I think there is a Arsenal, the coach Arteta, I don't know. I think Arteta is more like a project player, right? No, I don't know if Ekitike is signed already, because I know he's flew in for a medical, right? I heard he's already signed. I'm Batman TV. I'm so bored of this FM already. I keep playing one season. I know the feeling. So I only play this game now to do different things like defensive lines or making crazy tactics. Long-term saves, if I can do a good chew on a save, then potentially we can look at carrying the save over into FM26, and this is one of them. But it's funny to do a save, right? FM26, because when they come in, that's the other thing about FM, because attributes, the world will be a different place. Then of course, the attributes of some of the players will be drastically different, I guess. It's 6 years already with Arteta. He hasn't delivered anything. But that's a fair shout, Pintorico. I think Ekitike was announced last night. I must have been sleeping. Really? It was announced last night. Oh, I must have been asleep. I must have been so tired last night that I probably didn't see the news. I'm not surprised though. I've been quite tired lately. I mean, what do you do when you hit that point in life? Let's see. Alexander Isak has been left out in Newcastle United squad as Liverpool consider transfer. Breaking, Hugo Ekitike joins Liverpool in 79 million deal. That's a massive window for Liverpool. I don't know, man. No. I don't know, Liverpool most likely going to sign a defender. It's quite crazy. Jota, it looks like Bayern Munich pretty confident on signing Jota. Yeah. So there's a lot of confidence in Bayern. Bayern seem to be very confident about adding him to their squad. So whether or not what do you call it? It happens, we'll wait to see. All these players supposed to be in my Europa League squad. No? Missed out on the Europa League because somebody rushed to build, setting up the team. I did an auto registration and the assistant manager decided to exclude all those players. Never let him touch my team selection again. Okay, I can't, I can't add anyone. This is the best that we can. I mean, this guy's a homegrown player, but that's about it, man. That's quite sad for us. Yeah, this is the best that we can do. Goalkeepers, we got two. Yamin, Andrea, and Dennis. I mean, we can use Vaga, I guess. There's no real difference between the two. Okay, we'll go for Yamin and this guy. Then let's see if we can do some little jigs. Iliev, can he come? We can't see. We don't have enough players. That's the other problem that we have. We don't have enough homegrown players. The first couple of seasons torture for me. Torture. All the good players all can't play in Europe. So basically, we're just going to Europe to show cause. Take part in a competition, do as much, let's try and get some small change from there and come back. Hopefully, we do okay. So in terms of the competition now, we are close to, we made it to the playoffs. Okay, that's good enough for us. Strada, 32nd. Even if we lose, we're in the playoffs. Pasca can't play. So we're playing, we're 4-3-3 versus 4-3-3. Andreev is back. Musi, Politic, fullback on attack. We're gonna play a pressing for attack instead of a advanced forward. I don't want the attacks to be too fast. Okay, so we're playing Strada, and let's see if we can get a result from this game. They are also last season they knocked us out. Huh? All important game we lost. I want to roll takes advantage of space care by dealing for when he draws back. You want to roll, depends on the formation. Deep line forward. If I need to drop, then you're looking at shadow strikers coming in. If you're playing at the AM, if you're not playing with the AM, then you got to play work ball into box low crosses, and then you have a CM on attack or Mazzala. Okay, so we're going to attack now, and then again we are playing a mid block. We're not changing our strategy. Good defending. Oh no! Oh no! They got a shot away. Positive will keep the ball. Okay, we'll play a bit shorter. Serafimo to Lonka to Zach to Romy. Romy goes over the top for Farga. Nice goal. Beautiful start. We are playing a mid block here, and that's the kind of goals you see in the mid block. So we're pretty deep, and it just went right over the top. Defenders made an error. We took advantage of it. Okay, Varga again, we're in the mid block. Musi now goes back to Serafimov. Finds Eneba. Goes to Zach. 1-2 again. The Mazala and the winger working together is a second goal. Okay, they're getting into the zone now. This tactic is meant to break down play in midfield and then do the transitions really fast. So there's a lot of movement and different players can come through the center to score. So we got a CM and a Mazala and a DLP in this setup. Not bad. Okay, that's 2 already. And Politic coming in, he finds Musi. Musi is going to do the same thing. Romy now turns. Oh, third goal is even nicer. Okay, dude, Strada, this seems like payback from last season. Last season they beat us, right? We couldn't go through the next round. Do you think Sir Jim will send Manchester United? Manchester United? I think Sir Jim, I don't think so. I think he's a... I don't think they're going to bail. There's a lot of money to dump. Because the owners of the club, they seem to want them to do well, but the problem with United is they didn't back their manager with signings. That's the thing. That's the thing I worry about. So first half, mid-block, a low defensive line is done quite well. I mean, teams at our level, Dun Strada is basically at our level, no? So we were able to handle them. It's the other top teams that we have a problem against. Again, they're not getting easy chances, but they're getting into this dangerous. I mean, we are letting them come in a lot. What can I do? Of course, push the defensive line up is one option. So they don't get these shots from outside the edge of the area. But when you play a low defensive line, you kind of accept the fact that there's going to be shots from outside the area. That's why you're defending. They got one. Okay, so what we're going to do is change this guy from this to a ball-winning midfield on support. And then leave it like this with a mess. We got a counter regroup. Okay, so we lose the ball. I want them to try and win the ball back. Okay. Yeah, Amorim. They won't sell Amorim. They won't let Amorim. They will not fire Amorim. Amorim's problem, and any person in a heart, I mean, most people, right? They're gonna know. Even the players themselves have admitted as much. That there's not enough pace in the heart of midfield. Yeah, so Neba to Zach to Varga, plays a brilliant ball to Politic. Politic finds Lonka, Cordoba, Civic. Took a shot, took a chance, couldn't score. Okay, we're gonna take off Musi and bring on Purini. Rydek for... I think we'll leave the midfield alone. Kohinde for Politic. Bara for... Yep, okay. Now we brought on a real young, super young player. So corner coming up, Romy. Oh yeah, we scored another goal. Keeper failed to handle the ball. Back of the net again. So okay, our low defensive line, so far so good. We lost one game. I kind of expected us to lose against Nice. Nice are just too good a team. But against other teams, the ones that we expect to beat, I want to see something like this. Like only 2 shots on target. But the problem with these kind of systems is that we don't get a lot of very good chances on target ourselves. We get it with low block and work ball into box. Low cross and work ball into box. Romy. So we kind of playing with two support duties in the center of the park, you know. Okay, got result 4-1. We got the result we needed. Secures ourselves a spot in the playoffs quite comfortably. 4-1. Rangers go through, Nice go through, Rakau, Lons, PSV. So we are going to be playing. Let's see now. We're going to be playing. We're in the bottom half. So we're going to be playing. Man, we're in the bottom half. We just made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, we're top half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we're the top half. Sorry. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, we're the bottom half. We're in the bottom half. So we are one of the teams that's gonna have to. We got hammered by Villarreal. Okay? We got hammered by Villarreal. How do you think Napoli will play next season with both De Bruyne and Scott McTominay? Yeah, I think De Bruyne is going to be playing more like a Mazzala, roaming playmaker without the need to defend. Yeah. Scott McTominay is a work engine. He's playing well for them. That Scott McTominay is really playing well. He's like the superstar of their team. So I think that I expect Napoli to be interesting under their new manager. I mean, under Antonio Conte. But it's also a good league for players like Kevin De Bruyne to be in because the pace of the game is not in the Premier League. So he'll play quite well there. Everybody's coming for Cordoba. We got Girona with 4.8 million and we bought him for how much? We bought him for 2.4 million. I mean, my head says sell him. No? My head says sell him. The idea is to make money off our players. Okay, scouting. I think what we need to do now is to plan for the future. Okay, so player search. We got to make money. We can't hold on to these players and hope that they turn into they become the world's best player. No, when we can, we have to sell them. Interceptions, we need about 2. Where's the haters one? Haters one. 80%. Okay, done. All right. So we got all these are the defenders. Okay, they are interested in playing for us. Okay, so there's not a lot of players, man. There ain't a lot, no. 9, 9, 2, 19, 17, 19, 16. Let's look at that player with the highest interception. This one. Okay. Highest interception is this guy, Obradovic. And his headers won percentage is, headers won number is, I'm too lazy to use my own tool. 100%. How many games did he play, man? Aerial attempts 10.35. Highest number of aerial attempts. Clearances 1. Tackles per 90 2.07. Puts him in a decent category, but I don't know if he's that good. Obradovic, yeah, is still too young. Yeah, he's only 5 appearances as a substitute. Now, of course, we got this player who's got interception rate at 2.93, Luis Silva, who's not too bad, who's okay. I mean, he does have a bit of a nasty desire to get onto, go in and challenge players. We're gonna make sure the height of the player is 1.8. Yeah, it's 1.8 and the central defender. These are only ones that want to come. Let's go 15 to 30. That's okay, right? Done. So we got that player. Interceptions 2.6. Haters 1%. Michael. I can't play for us. Then we got Mosquera. Mosquera is a player that's on loan, a Colombian, right? 81. Decent. It is 1%. Decent this. Passing percentage quite decent. It comes on as a sub. Yeah, came on as he played 9 appearances. Not much not much to judge him by, but he could be somebody that we might want to sign. I mean, like, I'm willing to take chances with some of these players. 24 years old on loan from Wolves. We do a little question and talk to them. Make an inquiry on Mosquera. Okay. So 2.26 is slowly we're getting to the bottom end of the barrel. Simon Gabriel, 15, not so good. Yeah, this not worth it already. None of these players are worth it. I mean, we can't go for Lonka. We already have one Lonka, but his concentration is night decision making. Yeah, that's it. No other players decent enough. His technique is 9. Getting him to come is a risky prop. I mean, using him is a risky proposition. Very risky. He get jumping reach and he gives the ball to the opposition. So this Girona making Cordoba offer is very appealing for me because I know I cannot keep him in the club. Let's see if they want to. Then he doesn't want to. Yeah, he doesn't want to stay. Do I have a sign-on clause for him? One more sign, is he contract? No, definitely not. We signed him. He's been phenomenal. He's been our best goal defender by a long shot. Maybe you got one more season. Give me one more season, okay? Yeah, because Premier League players have the technical ability, right? And that league, Serie A, gives them a chance for them to showcase their talent because it's not as helter-skelter as the Premier League. The Premier League is, it's not the same thing. It's two different competitions, two different styles of play in both the leagues. So it can be quite challenging if you go into this whole thing and go like, oh, no, this is the best league for them. It's quite challenging for them. Right. Okay, let me check. I might have a message coming in. Okay. Wolves willing to discuss a deal for Mosquera. 2.3 million for him, finances. I mean, we have money. So let's just go in and make a... I mean, for 2.3 million, maybe we will talk to them, get 1 million, and then add installments, 3 installments. I don't do the whole, let's take advantage of all that nonsense. Okay. You know, try to... I don't want to cheat the AI. Okay. I'm giving them a fair one, okay, let's give them a fair one. 1.8. We want to give them less, 2.4 million, see whether they buy it. Okay, 1.2, 1 million. That's 2.2. Fine. Accept suggestions. Yeah. Okay, good. Start negotiations. He's a regular starter, so reputation not gonna take a major hit now. Okay. So we get Mosquera coming in. He comes in, we get another defender, right? So we can try him out a couple of seasons because we have that joker right now who wants to leave. I don't have anybody else who can cover for him. Barath is not bad, Peter Barath, but I think he needs to go on loan. Okay, so this is an optional future fee, and there's an optional future fee here. We'll accept all offers. Mads Noster on loan, another player that's got potential, but he's 27 years old. We'll reject his offer. You can keep him at the club, use him. Okay, so now we come in and carry on with our low defensive line tactic. So fullback on attack, so it's a bit of a lopsided system. This is where I want to build play up. We can actually use pressing for and support as well. Make it a bit more top heavy, right? So they spend more time in the opposition trying to score a goal. Okay, so we're gonna go attacking, and I'm gonna try something slightly different. Now it's a mid block. We should be winning this game hands down. There shouldn't be any reason why we struggle. Okay, so we're just playing a mid block here. We want to get this system down pat. All the variations I can possibly play leading up to the Europa League. Oh, that's terrible. I don't know why players are doing like not one of them is marking anybody. You know, like look at that 1, 2, 3, 4. Like okay, these two, and this guy's gone. That's a terrible, terrible set piece goal to concede. Don't look at me, man. That's not something I could have. Like, I'm wondering how that happens in the game. In the real world, right, there will be somebody dropping back when they see a 2v1 on a fullback. So we got a goal, but it's a set piece again, right? So it's not something I'm jumping up and down about. I'm waiting for the first real goal to come from, what's that thing called? Open play. Because all tactics, you got to think about how your tactic looks in defense, how it looks in when the goalkeeper has the ball, when the midfielder has the ball. It's something that you got to pay attention to. Right now, I'm doing all this on autopilot because in my head I see it, but it sometimes helps to pause the game at the 3 transition points. So the first you see when the goalkeeper has the ball, we'll see that will be the first one. Okay, all right. Obviously, this isn't one. I want comprehensive highlights and it take me straight to a free kick. That's exciting. Okay. That's Cordoba winning the ball. Then we got a fullback on attack, losing the ball, and then we have a slight problem on that side. Okay. All right. The fullback went charging up the pitch and lost the ball, right? So what can we do with this tactic? One is a DLP. If he's on defense, he goes on support. Yep, goes on support now. Okay, that's the first change I make. Instead of playing a defense duty, you play a support duty. And the other thing we do is we put the libero on the right instead of the left. We try this and say, no, now we play the ball playing defender here. And then we put the libero here. Let me swap you two around. So libero is not playing in between. Okay. I don't know if it was a good idea. We'll find out. I'm looking for the transition itself. Nice. Okay. That's libero will come up here, right? So the DLP is on his left. That's also the side where the fullback is attacking. So the DLP is holding his position. So the left side transitions look a bit better now. Yeah, there we go. Much better. So instead of having the fullback running off like a mad. See, the reason why I did it the first way is because of the focus play. I want the left side to be really dynamic. Now we kind of slowed it down. But it definitely gives this role a bit more going forward. Still not impressed. I don't like it. I mean, it does give us more, but it's not something I like. So we're going to go libero on defense. And then we're going to play this guy again back as a back. Poor guys. I think they're looking at me going, what the hell is our manager doing? Doesn't seem to know what he wants. Okay, highlight straight away. Good civic. You know something is right when you get a corner straight away. Usually the first sign for me that my tactic change was correct. Okay, all right, let's go. Let's get in. Bloody Cordoba back to endeavour. We're gonna do work ball into box as well. I'm gonna get more players involved. Okay, so now we're gonna go fullback on attack. I don't see the point already. We're gonna attack this team. Leave the libero here. We're gonna anchor this role. CM on support or a. We'll play a CM on support, a Mazala on support, DLP. So basically what's happened here is we're gonna have a really anchored attack. three-way attack. And this guy is going to be a poacher, keep staying in the box. We want to get more goals. Plus, we don't want this, we want this. I just noticed they're playing a back five with wing backs. So we're going to push as many players forward now. Because they're not going to attack us down the flanks. And we can forget about that. This is... Okay, they are attacking us on the flanks, but okay. I'm like not expecting it, and it suddenly happens. Okay, okay, see? The wing backs will connect to the AP. So, got Mazala, we got this guy and this guy working together. Fullback's coming, fullback's coming. I know this guy is coming, so it becomes a 4. So we basically only have one defender left. Okay, Popov, are you here or not? I don't know what happened to Popov. Popov apparently doesn't want to play football anymore. I hardly ever see his name on the starting 11. Okay, Swick, out of Cordoba, Onka. Does well, Romy. Fullbacks getting into the area. There we go. It's a full-on pressure system now. But the opposition have everybody back defending. So we're going to have to do more. Okay, we're going to run at defense now. But at no point us not doing that. So we can force them to make space for our players. Right defense will be good against a back five. That's just sitting back and defending. You got a corner. Another corner. Low defensive line. Yeah, playing low defensive lines. We're having fun. Low defensive line is okay. Right? Yeah. We are all over this team, man. Another corner. Here we go. My ball. Thank you very much. Let's see what we can do now. What the? They scored a goal. I was so confident we're going to do it, no. But because of the two fullbacks on attack, damn it, they got behind me. Yeah, the two fullbacks on attack. See their positioning? They started going forward. Yeah, we're gonna have to. I'm literally pushing as many guys up as possible now. What an upset, man. If they beat me, right, this is a shock to the system. We should not lose this game. But again, this kind of 4-3-3s don't create a lot of good quality chances, right? That's all Civic. That's a huge player to lose, man. Huge player to lose. I'm trying to create a low block 4-3-3. Oh, that's terrible. The 4-1-3-2 and the 3-4-2-1 and the 4-2-4 are the most successful low block systems we had. We lost a derby game. Okay, we go back to... This is supposed to be lopsided. So what we'll do is we'll do inverted fullback. Inverted fullback. Go wing on attack now. Okay, alright. Okay, let's make it a different low block. I think this is more stable. I think this will be a lot more stable, okay? I think that probably the last low block is got this fullback running fourth. I think what you should do is just let the winger run fourth. Then the fullbacks, what they can do is they can come into the gaps. Yeah, let's do something slightly different. Huh? These guys coming here. Oh, there was a missing underlap here. Yeah. Mentoring month in a review. Okay. Mentoring, we're only interested in one player, Mr. Mercenary. See what I mean? Nothing so far. So far, it's been one draw, one win, and one loss. What a start for our defensive lines. Is low defensive line 4-3-3. We gotta do this until we come up with a version that I'm confident with. 4-3-3 low defensive. I've never liked the idea of a low defensive line 4-3-3, but we must be able to make it work. Okay. One other way I can make it work is to have like a strikers, like a winger and a striker breaking away. Okay, let's go. On Pele is coming in for endeavour. And a lot of clubs want players. I can't let him go. This guy has got history in our club. 3 seasons. endeavour has played quite well for us. Contract expires 2020. Oh, shucks. I think, okay, we have to accept. He's not going to accept. He's not going to... Okay. Keep endeavour first. Okay. I can't afford to let players go just yet. Some players I need in my system. Okay, so we made a slight change to our system, and then we still thought the table. But we got Galatasaray coming up, which is our Champions League knockout game. Europa League knockout playoff. And our 4-3-3 doesn't seem to be ready for the big match. So we only have 1 or 2 games left to sort it out. So we got a Mez, a CM on attack, a wing on attack, and we're going to try and make this no ball winning if we don't support. So we're going to keep it pretty locked in. We'll play it on attacking. Counter press. Step up. Oh, yeah, okay, let's go. I think we're going to remove the trap as well. Inside we'll invite cross. So my fullback stay tucked in. The inverted fullback will stay tucked in. Okay, let's go. Here we go with a free kick as a first goal. Okay, that sounds good. Let's go. Let's speed things up. Okay, we got our goal. Got one. This is the last chance we're gonna get to sort out the 4-3-3 before playing that team. A team called Galatasaray. Civic. Okay, this is the midfield transition. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've sacrificed one of my players. So we keep this shape, which is like a rough. This is the 2 defenders, right? So this is the libero is moved up to here. So this is there's Lonka. Lonka is actually here, the DLP. So notice that when the libero moved up, the DLP came down. A libero moved higher than the DLP, man. That's a bit scary. I was hoping that they hang out. So that is the little peculiarity we have with our system, the DLP. Is it entirely necessary? Let's go NCD first. Okay. We don't need the extra player then. Let's play a back four. Like a rugged back four. Good cross. Good work. Defending is still okay. Nice work from Politic. Good work. Yeah. Musi. Oh, almost getting a second goal. Romy out the Politic again. It's a second goal. I think the idea is good. We abandon the libero. Because the libero is great for central build-up patterns, but this is even better for attacking patterns. Then we got a rock solid 3 support duties here. Then we got basically a very rock solid back 4. And we are playing a low defensive line. So, yeah, that group was not going to get too far forward. Oi, Politic was free, to score a goal. The two wingers are putting enough pressure on their backline. Backline can't really move. The Mazala and the winger will work together to create chances on one side of the pitch. This will work nicely for us. Okay, tactics. We can take Kehinde, bring him on. Nicolas Perini, bring him on. Popov will come on here. Frydek will play for Zach. And Kodro will play for Wagara. Okay, that's it. 5 changes made immediately. Okay, we'll also not waste too much time. We'll save this as the Hungary 4-3-3 mid block. Alright, done. Okay. Isilon Serafimov wins the ball. The winger comes inside, goes back to the ball. Defender. Yeah, I think this should work. Nice pass. Whoa! What a move, man. The Kodro got inside. Kehinde with a great cross. But this is going to be quite a lot of work for our team and Frydek. 2-0, okay. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. Actually, it's a lot higher than the previous version of the 4-3-3. One can say it's the opposition we're playing, right? But we're playing a lot better in the transition as well. So I'm pretty happy. Packs at no shots, 0 shots. Okay, that's good. Okay. We got a pretty good result. So 2-0. Bouncing back. The league champions are looking to solidify their position. Now we play Galatasaray in the knockout rounds, and we have come to terms with our 4-3-3. So this is our 4-3-3 now. It's the Hungary 4-3-3. There we go. Hungary 4-3-3 mid block. Varga is injured. Where's strikers injured? Okay. Vara said to move on loan. Thank you. Have a good time. Hopefully it develops. So slowly now, because we're doing a build a nation, we want to send our players on loan, get some game time. Ideally should be in the Hungarian side, but we haven't reached the point where the quality of our youth intake is of such excellence that we can, send them all over the world. Okay, they're playing a 4-2-3-1. Good test for our system. All right, so we made a few modifications. We're not doing traps anymore. We're still going to be passed into space. Play our defense? Probably not. I'm not playing our defense. Yeah, not against Galatasaray. I don't think they're sitting. They came here to defend. I don't think Galatasaray are looking at us going, yeah, we want to be defensive against this team. They're going to come out attacking. Let's get a good result at home. See if we can get a win. Okay. And we also need players. Kodro and Vagra are now injured. Oh my god. That's both my strikers. Wow. Why does this have to happen to us? Kodro and Varga. Are they both injured? I remember Kodro was injured just before we went on holiday. Hopefully, maybe it's a small injury in his back. We'll find out if he can feel a first 11. Ferencváros versus Galatasaray. I told you there's a lot of players that our unavailable list is. Pierini is the goalkeeper. Oh no. Oh no, this is not good, man. This is not good. Shirley, you go topside. Okay, Shirley, Politic, Musi, Romy, Zach, Lonka, Civic, Cordoba, Serafimo. Okay. All right, boys, let's go. The youngster Shirley Fortune Basi. We are hosting Turkish Giants Galatasaray in what will be an epic clash. I hope it's an epic clash, because I want our boys to put in a good effort. We are home, playing a low defensive line mid-block. So we are definitely drawing them in and hoping to hit them on the break. Here comes Romy with a free kick, finds Lonka, and Musi gives us the lead from a set piece. Okay, it's not a bad start for us. It's not a bad start. It's a good driven pass to Lonka. Musi lucky, this is just terrible goalkeeping. But the interesting thing is now they have a complete wingback on a yellow card because obviously Politic is giving him a hard time. And he does what very few men have done in this game. Take Politic out of the game. Politic did his job, but then the other guy decided to break his legs. We just lost a very important first team player. He's our star. Serafimov loses the ball in the worst place. As Galatasaray come back. Yeah, Serafimov lost the ball right somewhere here. There we go. Boom. And I have to ask Serafimov not to play as an BPD. Here comes a corner. Is Romy cleared all the way to Civic. Romy shoots the keeper, makes the save. Come on, let's get a 2-1 here. I believe we can. Oh, saved again. The keeper making a great scrambling save. The injury to Politic could be quite serious. It's not a bad performance, but I don't know. Eneba to Tosan. Serafimo to Romy. Romy finds Zach. Lonka. Romy can't release Shirley. Good defending. Yep. The Miss Tosan on the break. What a goal. That's what mid-blocks do well. This is what a mid-block does really well. Draw them in, making the space for Tosan, who's only got acceleration to his name. Beats the player, comes in, scores a goal. Yeah, very good goal from Tosan. Because we did concede a goal from a mistake. A defensive error. Now we got looking at Eneba. We're going to bring Pasca on for Civic. Martin Kern for Lonka. Okay, Hinde has done brilliantly. I think that's about the only players. Most of the other players aren't there. Got Takax, but he's not that good. I mean, we can. Eneba is not 100%. Give Takax a chance. If we do lose this game, it's a pity, but we eventually gotta play these kids. All right, Zach is going to be midfield. So we got Coutinho for Zach. Coming on. Romy, I think we can bring on Christian Friday. That's the last change. Nope, I can't. I can't make so many changes. Okay. Is it enough? We're not making any changes. No time wasting, nothing. Okay, all right. It's not a bad result. Galatasaray, we scored a goal on the break, which is good news for us. We didn't play really well, but we got the result 2-1. We hope we can get past them away from home. Besiktas 0-0 to final. Borussia Mönchengladbach at home 2-1 over West Aston Villa. AC Milan also a win over Napoli. Dinamo Bucharesti losing at home to Monaco. Porto losing to Inter Milan. Olympique Marseille beating Bayer Leverkusen. Chelsea hard fought 3-2 win over Slavia Prague. Tottenham Hotspur losing to Benfica. Not a good day for English clubs. Look at this. Out for 1 to 3 days. Out for 11 days. Okay. All right. The tactic looks like it's got potential. It's got potential, this tactic. I like the way we scored the goal. The mid-block goal. Sorry, yeah, the mid-block goal from the back. Because the fullbacks aren't really... Now we're not really depending on the fullback so much. Now we're playing a domestic match before our all-important Europa Cup match. Okay, we're gonna play the guys. Popov will play. Romy's gonna rest. Zach, I think I'm gonna. Hey, Mosquera is here already. Yeah. So we got Mosquera in. It's gonna give him some work to do with work rate. Okay. So that'll be endurance. No. Where is it? Physical. I think endurance. Yeah. Okay. It's got a lot of work to do. It's got a lot of work to do before it's ready. Here we go. Okay, I think we're gonna give Yerson Mosquera the chance to play straight away. Yeah, Yerson Mosquera will start the game. Politic will not be playing. We'll be playing with Halmal. Lonka will not be playing Maiga. Zach won't be playing. We'll play with Coutinho. Okay. Iliev will play for this guy. Okay, off we go. Quite a number of players getting a run out in this game. They normally don't play. Normally they don't play so many games. Good. Oh, we got a penalty. Mid-block. I don't believe it. It's getting better. It's looking better and better. So this is going to be Varga again. Gets us the goal. At halftime, we're going to take Varga off and bring in another striker. I didn't expect to see him playing. But we want the win. No? After that, we can take a break and have a Kit Kat. They're playing a 4-3-3 as well. But our mid block seems to be playing high up the pitch than theirs. We have corner taken. Right there in. Oh, almost got it. That's a lot of dribbling. He got behind that defensive line, boy. Nice work. Pierini comes inside. Iliev won't try to go down the line. Again, they try to go through the center. Cotoinoa, Vargas shot. Saved by the keeper. Shirley will come on for Vargas now. So, Noster will now play for Serafimo. Sorry, give Mosquera the chance to play this game. Immediately, Mosquera goes into the starting lineup. Good defending. Oster does well. Popov to Halmal. You lose that. The youngster, I don't expect him to always play the perfect game. Pierini driving at the defense but can't get a goal. My defense is on. So we're going to go low cross. We're going to box now. Okay, we kind of nailed, I think we nailed on our 4-3-3. Let's see whether we can get a result against Galatasaray away from home. Again, low defensive line. No changes to our tactical system. So far, we've done okay. Huh? Another team struggling against us. 1-0 could be the perfect scoreline for us all the time. Narrow wins. This is still gives us 3 points ahead of our nearest competitor, Ferrava, and we are playing our next match against them as well. We spent 2.2. We are the biggest spenders is 2.2 million, but the most players that join any club is BCTE. Oh yeah, not bad. We got Mosquera into our team. We added him. Because we definitely need more, in case Cordoba doesn't want to leave, right? At least have a player that we can rely on. Say Mosquera. We want for the future. Getting cheap because we're gonna have to let Cordoba go. Okay. One day before the big match in Turkey. So what does it? We go into this game with every chance of walking away with against slight favors Galatasaray. Okay. So they reckon that we're gonna have to work really hard this game. This is it, man. So Aneba, Serafima, Cordoba, Civic. Politics back. No? Kinan Kodro no Varga. Now, where's our Varga? Yeah, our top striker is injured. Because this Varga is not the main man. And I actually rested him. Oh man, he got injured. Okay, here we go. The all-important time. We're away from home. Do we make any changes or tactic? Yeah, we're going to go cautious. Yeah, it's just the passing lines will be the same between the two. Except our defensive line now will be deeper. We're going to run a defense. Or rather dribble less. Then counter. Leave it and counter press. This thing about low defensive lines, you have to, they're playing so high up the pitch. Look at Galatasaray. Look at us. They are so high. They got this four. That's definitely a disjunct because this looks like two defense duties. So then they're attacking me with some 4 players. Or if we have scored now, we're definitely in the driver's seat. But looking at this, right, they only have 4 and they got a lopsided attack. See, so they are favoring their right side. And my left side is has stayed pretty solid so far. Oh, speaking of the devil, I just talked about my left side. Good work so far. Don't let him come in too deep. Okay, defended. Left them to a header, that's fine. Oh, wait. This is a mistake we made in the first leg. These 2 players. Better still, let me change this. Put them back. This guy is a ball playing defender. This guy is an NCB. Didn't make too much of a change of the tactic. But looking at the situation, Galatasaray 0.29 XG. Our goal is to make it hard for them to score. That's the whole idea behind the defensive line. You want to make it difficult for the opposition to score. Doesn't mean you want to score lots of goals. You just want to make it hard for them to score. That's our goal with this. We had a CM on attack. We replaced that with a ball-winning midfielder because I felt that, giving 3 support duties is going to overpower a lot of teams which have got 2 DMs, right? That was a goal. They scored the goal. That was a transition that was quite quick. Icardi beating Serafimov. Serafimov is okay, but not great. Yusuf. Sorry, Cordoba lost him. Never mind, it's only 2-2. There's no away goals rule here. Nice work. Again. Our defensive line should be higher. But we're not going to do that. Because we haven't tried winning the second ball, right? So, okay, so far it's 2-2. With Galatasaray putting in the effort. Politic on a 6.1 now. That's largely down to the fact that he hasn't seen much of the ball, but he keeps losing the ball a lot. Oh no, it's a pair. Oh, I don't believe it. You missed the whole hour. Well, thank goodness on YouTube. Yeah, thank goodness this show's on YouTube, man. We're experimenting with the 4-3-3. Come on, save the card here. Okay, he's an Icardi. What can we do? We didn't play badly. We just didn't have it at the end of the day. Politic, Pasca, Lincoln, Romy for Christian Friday. Or 2. Game set match. We were hoping for a result, but we couldn't. They scored 2 goals in quick succession, and I don't have time to respond. They had a penalty, and I thought I might have a chance. The next highlight is the goal. Fiorini losing out. Their left back and the left winger are very good. They've taken the ball off my players twice already. Wow. Wow. Okay. I was hoping for a miracle result, but away from home, we just stumbled. We also lost Vagra, right? We went there to defend. Instead, they're pretty straightforward with victory. So Galatasaray go through, Lazio go through, Nice go through, Olympiacos go through, Fenerbahce go through, Rangers go through, Hoffenheim go through, Villarreal have gone through. No shocks. I mean, I don't think the board is going to be that upset. Be competitive in the Europa League. We've been competitive. We can't expect more from our team. Okay. Not too bad. Well, our run with the 4-3-3 will continue. I mean, we won a few games, but still struggling. And looking at our matches to come, we've got a few. We've got a match against number 2 on the table. And then we hope to get a result there too. We're going to hope to get a result there too. But meanwhile, we didn't do too badly. We started the stream playing Nice. We lost that game. We played Streda. 4-1 win there. Upes, then we lost that game. So far, our record with the 4-3-3 is not very good. Of course, that's because I was making small little changes to the 4-3-3. I still wasn't satisfied. But I actually am having trouble keeping my eyes open because I'm quite tired. So I'm going to call the stream a bit earlier because I'm beginning to start fading in and out. Yeah. I want to thank everybody for coming on the stream today. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. And I just released the video today. Basically, it's just an explanation of the 4-1-3-2. What's the best OI and team pressing trigger for mid-block? I think mid-block tactics generally, I think you're looking at, you're still doing the same thing as other tactics. You want to press their fullbacks when they have the ball, I guess. So I would focus on that more. I don't think there's a pressing trigger as such. There is no team pressing trigger. Team pressing trigger is basically trap inside or outside. I would not play. There's only one tactic I think the traps they work brilliantly for is a 4-1-3-2. The others not so good. When we tried traps, wasn't that good. And then we still lost. So it could also be a question of play and personnel. So I want to thank everybody for coming on today's stream. You guys have been absolutely sensational. And before I start slurring, which is a strong possibility at the moment, I want to thank all of you for coming today. You guys stay safe, take care of yourselves. I'll see you guys again soon. Bye-bye.